Good evening and welcome to the Nevis Newscast. Today is Friday, August 12, 2016. I'm Fredicia Liebert. The winners of the Culturama 42 competitions and the general public are hereby advised that the prize giving and closing ceremony for Culturama 42 has been postponed. In a notice issued today, the Nevis Culturama Committee announced that the prize giving and closing ceremony for Culturama 42, which was originally scheduled for Saturday, August 13th, has been rescheduled. Instead, the prize giving ceremony will take place on Saturday, August 20th, 2016 at 8 p.m. at the Cultural Village. Any inconvenience caused by this postponement is deeply regretted. 12 individuals will soon make their way to Taiwan to receive higher education at the end of August and during the month of September. According to the St. Kitts and Nevis Information Service, among the 12 scholarship recipients who will be leaving the Federation for Taiwan, 8 students received the Ministry of Foreign Affairs Taiwan scholarships, whereas 4 students were awarded by the International Cooperation and Development Fund. The students, namely Chevene Nisbet, Hadassah Willett, Rondell Phillip, Daima Golding, Kimari Armstrong, Viricia Williams, Chantal Pemberton, Erica Freites, Kenrick Pollock, Jamal J. Muzine, Adonique Stapleton, and Devon Amri will pursue bachelor's and master's programs in environment, sustainable development, international health, agribusiness, medicine, international business, computer science, and information engineering. Speaking at a dinner and awards ceremony for the students, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Education, the Honorable Sean Richards, said as our nation is rapidly developing, many of these areas of study would be in demand as we seek to compete with the global market. Instead of having to look outside of our borders for experts, we would have individuals right here in our country who would be well able and ready to get the required jobs done. Minister Richards added that it is hoped that the students are exposed to new ideas and methodologies and will return to incorporate them in their various workplaces. Minister Richards extended his thanks to the government and the people of the Republic of China on Taiwan and the resident ambassador, His Excellency George Gao-Wee Chow, for another commitment from his government in working collaboratively with St. Kitts and Nevis. The scholarship awards ceremony was attended by several ministers of government, including Prime Minister the Honorable Timothy Harris and Premier the Honorable Vance Emery, as well as relatives of the scholarship awardees. The 2016 edition of the Nevis Marathon and Running Festival will take place on Thursday 8th and Saturday 10th September. Chief Executive Officer at the Nevis Tourism Authority, Greg Phillip, recently spoke to us about the first event, which will be on Thursday, September 8th, and encouraged persons to give their support.
We have the 5-kilometer race, which takes place on the Thursday, September the 8th, right here in the streets of Charlestown. So yeah, it's a good opportunity. You're done with work, 4:30, come on out and see some races. Hopefully we'll have many locals participating, especially in that one, for what we anticipate is going to be a very good and exciting event.
Philip explained that this year the route will be different.
On Saturday, we made some changes with some of the courses, but we have the marathon itself, which begins at 5:30 a.m. This time it goes all the way around Nevis, so you're running around Nevis and a bit more because the entire main road doesn't necessarily cover a full marathon. So you run around Nevis, back to town, go to Cotton Ground and come back to town, and you complete the marathon. Then we have the half marathon, which goes from Samuel Hunkins Drive all the way over to the airport and back. And we have the 10K that starts here on the Samuel Hunkins Drive, goes over to Cotton Ground and back.
Chief Executive Officer at the Nevis Tourism Authority, Greg Phillip. Still to come, Nevis to continue collaboration with St. Kitts Ministry of Tourism to stage Restaurant Week. The details after this break.
Welcome to Nevis.
It's easy to believe that all Caribbean islands are the same until you visit Nevis.
Nevis is the Caribbean of a bygone era.
You will enjoy a most intimate vacation on Nevis. You're only a stranger here once.
We offer exclusive than barefoot luxury stays.
With only 400 hotel rooms, our island may be exclusive,
but a warm, genuine and friendly welcome is just everywhere.
We look forward to meeting you.
Visit nevisisland.com.
The Fit Games presents the Back to School Family Games. Go and watch elite teams from St. Kitts and Nevis like By the Breath, Next Gen, and the Spartans push through an even more challenging course than before. Family teams will be participating to kick off the Back to School Games. Spectators will be eligible to participate for fantastic prizes in the Fun Fit Games, bouncing castle and team competitions for the kids. Great music, nutritious food, and refreshing local drinks will make this perfect for the family. Admission only $10 for adults, $5 for children under 12. You don't want to miss this one. It's going to be jumping. Mark the date, Sunday, August 21st, 2016, starting at 1 p.m. Bath Plains, Nevis. Call 66 Games to register your teams. Registration ends on Thursday, August 18th, 2016. Terms and conditions apply. Get your teams together and join the movement.
Welcome back. The Ministry of Tourism on Nevis will continue to collaborate with the Federal Ministries of Tourism and Agriculture to support Restaurant Week, as it recognizes the need to encourage increased consumption of locally grown food. That assurance came from Assistant Secretary in the Nevis Island Administration's Ministry of Tourism, John Hanley, when he spoke to the Department of Information on August 9th. The ministry has been encouraged by the enthusiasm of participating restaurants and noted with interest the growth in the number of eateries compared to 2015, the adoption of Restaurant Week dishes into the regular menus of some establishments, and even the request made by at least one restaurant to continue the special offers beyond the end of Restaurant Week, he said. Hanley noted that as planning commences for Restaurant Week 2017, the Ministries of Tourism on both islands are engaging stakeholders in a feedback exercise. He said through dialogue with them, they will focus on improving outreach and marketing and determine the best strategies for growing restaurant business during the off-season, a critical objective of Restaurant Week. Restaurant Week ran from July 13th to 24th. The featured local ingredient for the week was pumpkin. A tasting showcase was held at Mount Nevis Hotel on July 16th. The St. Kitts edition was held at the Marriott on July 17th. During both of these events, participating restaurants and agro-processors exhibited a wide assortment of pumpkin-based delicacies, which were served on their menus for the duration of Restaurant Week. Hanley said that tourism officials and patrons who attended these events expressed a high degree of satisfaction of the quality of the offerings. St. Kitts and Nevis was represented at this week's Regional Security System RSS Security Chiefs meeting in Barbados. The RSS held its quarterly Security Chiefs meeting on Thursday 11th and today, Friday 12th August, at the Regional Security Systems headquarters. The Joint Coordinating and Planning Committee, commonly referred to as the Security Chiefs, comprises of the Executive Director of the RSS, the 7 Commissioners of Police, and the 3 Chief of Defense Staff within the member states. The permanent secretaries with responsibility for national security and defense within the member states were specifically invited to attend this meeting to get an appreciation for the functioning and operations of the RSS. To this end, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of National Security Osmond Petty accompanied Commissioner of Police Ian Quealy and Lieutenant Colonel Patrick Wallace to this meeting. Topics and issues discussed included the RSS and its role, the current security environment, RSS operations and strategic capacity building within the member states, and the role of permanent secretaries in the national security and regional security management. Country reports, budgetary and financial matters, the vision for a future RSS, and a number of presentations from external stakeholders, including a University of the West Indies presentation on succession planning, were also made. The gathering of the security chiefs is one of the essential and critical meetings mandated by the treaty and conducted by the RSS in order to meet its objectives, said Commissioner of Police Ian Quealy. He said the meeting provides an opportunity to collectively share information on fighting crime, share best practices, and develop collaborative strategies to combat crime and criminal activity across the OECS. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I'm Fredicia Liebert. Thank you for viewing.
This one is going out to the land of my birth, Queen City, Nevis.
Truly, one of the few places that has an untouched beauty that has captivated the hearts of many. Nevis is everything you imagine.